Hi, and welcome back. This is Will We Make It? My name is Cosmo. I just want to quickly go over what we've done in the last week. As you can see, I've got a new little setup here. Hope you guys like it. But let's get right into it, shall we? Of course, let me remind you, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. Invest at your own risk. This is what I'm doing. You do not need to do what I do. Alright? Alright, I want to show you what we did with last week. This is actually my last video. 283. Okay? Now let's go take a look and see where we're at this week. 322. So I've actually gone up. Now this is just my personal portfolio. My actual total invested portfolio is actually up 468. So I've actually had a really good week. Things have been going really well as far as the market goes. So I've actually improved over $70 in the last 7 days. Now what drove that growth? It was basically the overall market. I mean, we can take a look at Google Finance over the last 7 days. We can go over the last 7 days. The whole market has been up 8% from the last week. So, and most of my portfolio is invested in tech stocks. So, you know, if the tech stocks do good, my portfolio does good. But it's also good to diversify. You want to make sure you have, you know, your little hands in every little different thing. So a couple other things I want to go over real quick. Stash is not the only portfolio I have. You know, I do have portfolios in other apps as well. I also have Robinhood. We can take a look at our Robinhood account. And I have it pulled up right here. And for the week, I'm up 21% for the week. I don't have much in this account. I actually started out very small, just like Stash. Started out with $10 and just kept dollar cost averaging in every 2 weeks. I do have the stocks I have SoFi, which I spoke about. That's done really well. I have AMC. I have Sundial Growers, which is a marijuana growers, and I have Neo, my position in Neo, which is the EV play, the electric car company, Japan company, that's getting ready to release their new lineup of EV cars. So overall, the market's doing really well in these two portfolios. I probably made about $100 this week. Based just on the market. I do also want to talk about Sandbox. And here we have Sandbox. Also, I wanted to talk about because they've gone up for the week, or up 14% for the week. Mainly because what happened is the financial institution HSBC. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but they do loans and banks, and they have basically entered the metaverse, and they're going to be the first financial institution entering into the metaverse, which is kind of crazy, right? You're going into a fake world, and they're going to have a fake bank in this world. But I got to thinking now, you know, why would a financial institution get into a fake virtual world? Well, when you can buy property in this game, it's only natural that you might need some financial assistance buying property in this game. Because mind you, in Sandbox, purchasing property is not cheap. Like I said before, buying property in Sandbox will run you, a couple $1,000s for, one small little chunk of property. So, why not have a financial institution in there where, you can go into a bank, and a virtual bank, and take out a virtual loan. And of course, this will all be with real money, but it's not a loan to where you can actually purchase something physical. it'll be a loan to where you can purchase something virtual. So anyway, the stock market went off, took off with that, and Sandbox has actually climbed really well. So it's been doing good. It's been holding right now at 3.2. So I did do pretty good there. I also want to talk about another coin, which is brand new today, and it's called the Ape Coin. Yes, there is a Bored Ape coin that was just dropped and released, and it has gone up 1,000. Let me pull it up here for you. It has gone up in the last 7 days 1,200% from its initial launch. So, and basically, if you're familiar with the Bored Ape Yacht Club, it is a NFT based. I can pull up the website. It is basically a NFT where you digital NFTs. There's a lot of different celebrities own them, and it's basically another coin. These are the NFTs here, and Justin Bieber has an NFT. A couple well-known celebrities have NFTs, and it's just a digital picture, and they're worth a ton of money. Well, they have decided to release their own crypto coin, and that crypto coin was just dropped this past Thursday, and it has climbed tremendously. So as far as this coin goes, they're with all the new coins that are getting released, you're really placing your bets, especially when it just comes out. So if you're interested in something like this, I did put in some money. I put in about $50 in an ApeCoin. I quickly made my money back and then took that money out. So I'm basically paying, I'm basically playing with house money right now. So yeah, so if something happens to where it just dives, I didn't lose any money because the money I put in, I had already made that back and I took it out. Now, if it continues to climb, it might be something that I might dollar cost average in, but you really want to take your time with something like this, a new coin like this. You don't know what's going on. A lot of people think that it's gonna be what they call as a rug pull, which is basically where they drop some brand new coin and they build it up on Twitter or Facebook or wherever, Instagram, and say it's the next big thing. People start investing their money. And when the peoples that collect that money, they basically sell all their coins and cash in and drop the price to next to zero. That is what a rug pull is called. But if you take a look at this coin, they do have a lot of projects coming out for it. They have their own metaverse game coming out. They basically have their own economy for these tokens. So I don't think that's going to happen. They actually have a set release that they're going to be releasing. There's only 1 billion coins, which might seem like a lot, but that in the crypto world, that is not that many. So they're not releasing all of them at once. They've only released a certain amount that are available, and then in the next 6 months they're going to release another amount, from what I understand. So that basically leaves credence to it's not going to be a rug pull, that it might turn into something to basically look into. Another thing I want to talk about is, there's a lot of people that are worried about our economy and where's our economy going. There's some interesting news coming out as far as the economy goes. China, Russia is invading Ukraine. Everybody knows that. If you don't know that, then what are you watching this video for? But we do know that Russia is invading Ukraine, and Russia asked China for military assistance. Well, according to inside sources, not mine, but the government, who we should or should not believe, China is basically letting Russia do what they want to do. But I got to thinking now, what if Vladimir Putin was successful and running through Ukraine and quickly taking it over, instead of having all these issues that he's having and he's not being able to conquer Ukraine. He did not expect the resistance that he got. Would China really be set aside, what I think is basically all of the sanctions that we're putting on Russia. China is taking notice of this, and they're saying, wow, we do not want to join Russia in this conquest and suffer the sanctions that Russia is suffering. So China went ahead and said, yes, we do want to back our international trade. We do support our Chinese companies doing international trade. So with them coming out and saying that, that is a good support that the economy is still good, and we do not have to worry about certain delisting concerns like with NEO, certain Japanese companies that are worried to be delisted from the market. So that appears to be going strong. However, China did get in touch with Saudi Arabia about oil. And now Saudi Arabia, rather than accepting our US dollar, they are accepting the Chinese yuan. So this is very interesting now, because now our US dollar is not the be all and end all currency that is being used around the world. Because believe me, fossil fuels and oil are controlling the world right now, as you can see in your pocketbook and in your car. So with China being accepted by Saudi Arabia as their major economy, this is huge news. So I think it is. We do need to watch this closely to see how this develops. I do think that oil, there's a lot of issues with oil right now. But if you think at it this way, the government wants us to go ahead and take on EVs and just distance ourselves away from fossil fuels. I'm a big supporter of that. That's fine. But for our country to do this, it takes time. You cannot expect a family to just drop everything and go out and buy an electric vehicle, especially with inflation and the prices of things that there are. That's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Take the internet, for instance, and I spoke about this in a previous video. When the internet first came out, they thought the internet was going to crash. They thought it was bogus. I mean, I can pull an article up for you right now. Look here. Right here is an article back from 1995. I predict the internet will soon go spectacularly supernova and in 1996 catastrophically collapse. Here's the top of our internet. Why cyberspace isn't and will never be. So even back then, they didn't think the internet was going to be anything big. You could say the same thing about smartphones. The first iPhone was out, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And nobody really even had a first iPhone, because it was slow, it had issues, it had problems. Now everyone's got a smartphone, and it took a good, 7, 8, 10 years for it to take hold. It's the same thing I'm saying with EVs. You cannot expect the average consumer, to just drop fossil fuels and go and just purchase a electric vehicle. It's going to take time for that to happen. So do I think that we should continue to drill? And this is another concern, because take a look at this. According to here, we only have about 47 to 53 years left of oil on this planet. So what is going to happen when we run out of oil? I mean, this is a scary thought if you think about it. I mean, what will happen if we can no longer use or manufacture oil? We have completely drained the planet of oil. Now, whether you believe this or not, it still remains. We do need to transition to a more efficient fuel. Now, is it electric? Is it, something else? We do need to do that, but can we do that now, given the current state the nation is, the country's in, the world is in? I don't think so. Because right now, we are suffering. And that is the whole point of this channel, is to help to live better, to save better, and hopefully be financially better. So that's all I've got for today. That's a quick video. Just wanted to go through my portfolios. I'm going to continue dollar cost averaging in this week. I get paid this week. I'm going to be taking a look at ApeCoin. I'm going to be taking a look at Sandbox, Decentraland, and some of my other stocks, my Nvidia. Everything's been going up. Let's hope it stays that way. And I will see you soon. Peace. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe this channel. Join the Cosmo crew. We'd love to have you aboard. And don't forget to sign up to Stash, man. Get $20 in stock just for signing up and linking your bank account. Also, sign up to Gemini. You sign in through Gemini, you can get $10 in Bitcoin by trading $100 or more. You can also earn interest on your crypto. A lot of the crypto that they have, simply by owning it, you earn interest. And a lot of those percentages are more than your bank account, your savings account, your checking account. You'll earn more with Gemini. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.